still maintains possession. And yet they're going to say Seattle keeps the football.
Well, that's a hard one to watch.
That's why both Seattle and San Francisco players were screaming for somebody to come off the sideline. Just a devastating injury to one of the best players in the NFL.
I'm Carly Netzel, and I tore my ACL last year during basketball season. It was on a snow day, and it was really cold out, and I don't think we warmed up enough, and I wasn't really stretched out. It was during practice, and we were scrimmaging, and I jumped up to get the rebound, and when I landed, I guess I just kind of landed wrong, and my knee kind of gave out and popped on me, and I went down. After I passed the ball, I tried to get up, and I couldn't feel my knee, it kept giving out on me, so I crawled over to the bench, and when I got there, everyone asked if I was okay, and I was like, no, I really need the coach, and when she came over, it was all swollen up. Honestly, he didn't think it was my ACL. He was like, I don't think it's your ACL, but we're just going to get you an MRI just in case. And so I had to go back for the MRI, and when I got my results back, it showed that my ACL was completely torn, and he said we're going to set up a surgery date for it. But before my surgery, if I would walk around at school, it didn't hurt at all, but if I had to bend down by my knees, it hurt really bad, and yeah. In surgery for the tissue, they took it from my own knee instead of using donated, and since I used my own tissue, that I was on crutches for 3 weeks, when if I would have used cadaver, I would only have been on crutches for 1 week. Surgery was at 7, and my mom said it was a couple hours long, and when I woke up from surgery, I was in a knee bender already, so I was already bending my knee, and then I was home by 2.
Tiny incisions. One is made for the insertion of a tiny camera and to deliver fluid to establish a clear view of your joint. 1 or 2 additional incisions are made on either side of your kneecap to give the surgeon access to your joint. 1 very small incision is made to anchor the new grafted ACL in place. To start the procedure, the surgeon will insert a probe to inspect the damaged joint. A small motorized shaver will then be used to remove the damaged ACL and prepare the area for the new one. In every case, a surgeon will also inspect the entire joint to determine whether there is additional damage warranting other repairs. Then, the surgeon will use a device called a retroflip cutter to create a tunnel through the femur and into the knee joint. The surgeon will also create a tunnel through the tibia and into the knee joint from below. These 2 tunnels become the source of the anchor points for the ACL graft. In most cases, the surgeon will harvest a portion of your own hamstring tendon to use as the graft. Using your own tissue reduces the likelihood of your ACL rupturing again, and is a reason some surgeons decide not to use a tendon harvested from a cadaver. A surgeon will harvest more hamstring than needed to avoid the challenge of not harvesting enough. To the patient's benefit, hamstring tendons consistently regenerate over time as well. Your surgeon will prepare the harvested hamstring and pull it through the upper hole and into the lower hole just taut enough to mimic your original ACL. A small grappling hook will anchor the upper end of the graft, and a screw will stabilize the lower end. The screw is usually bioabsorbable, meaning your body will incorporate it into the bone over time. The graft from your hamstring tendon will act as a scaffold upon which a new ACL will grow. Over time, the hamstring graft undergoes changes and is strengthened, leaving a strong, viable ACL.
I'm trying to think. Alright, when I got home, I took medicine for my knee, but it helped until I was on the knee bender, and when it started bending my knee, it would break all the scar tissue, and that hurt extremely bad. I would cry every time I had to go on it. And then when I took a shower, my mom had to literally pick me up and put me in the shower, and then I had to, like, if I wanted to turn, I had to, like, hold on to the side railing and, like, shift over because I couldn't move it. And then she had to pick me up when I got out of the shower, and, like, just, like, having to put that little bit of pressure on it made me want to cry every time. Physical therapy, I had to do a lot of strengthening on my knee to get it stronger so it won't tear again. Some strengthening I had to do in therapy was I had to go up with both legs and then go down with one a bunch of times. Another thing I had to do was I had to go up with both legs and then down with one again. The last one I have to do is like laying down single leg squats. I had my surgery in February and I had to go to physical therapy 2 to 3 times a week throughout the summer, and I got to start playing again in September. With my ACL tear, I had 2 braces, and one was a full-on like high thigh to ankle, and they had it locked straight, so for like 4 weeks I had to wear it straight, and so when I walked I just had to like drag my leg around. And then like the last 2 weeks they turned it to 9 degrees so I could walk normal with it. But now for basketball, if I ever play any sport or run, I have to wear this one brace. It's just a little one like from here to here, and it has like notches to help it, and it's supposed to not let me put my knee back so I can't like hyperextend it to tear it again. It's almost been a year since I tore my ACL, and I am pretty much fully recovered. I can do like anything I was able to do before.